Hey Virgo, how are you all doing? This is Intuitive Guidance and my name is Nikita. This is a reading about how your love interest feels about you. So the person, whoever's on your mind right now, or whoever, when you clicked on this video, who you were thinking of, it's probably them. I am seeing a lot though that it's likely that you have children with this person or a child with this person, or you just have children or they have children. It's either way, but there's definitely a strong sense of children in this reading. So you know, if you don't have children, it's still worth watching to see if it's still in regards to you, but I am just getting a strong children energy or child energy, so I'll just say that now. So if you want a personal reading, look in the description box below, you'll see a link to my website. If you click on it, it will take you there and you can book a reading. Also, I ask if you can continue to like, share, comment, and if you're new, you can subscribe if it resonates with you. So let's see Virgo. So this person is in a position where they are very conflicted over what they're going to do about the situation between you and them. They feel that it's come to a defeat, I feel as well. I feel that they are shit out of ideas. Like they don't really know what else to do to reconnect with you. For whatever reason, I feel there's a big disconnect here, and I feel like they're just stuck. They don't know, I feel like they're just stuck between a rock and a hard place. They want to be with you, they feel it's over, they feel it's ended, they feel drained from the situation, they feel there's almost like no going back. That's what the feeling I get. But at the same time, we've got true love. So for them, it's a bit shit because they see you as their true love. They have, and for some of you, it might be a case of when you clicked on this video, you might have been thinking of somebody else or something like that. But this person is strongly coming through because they feel like you are their romance of a lifetime. I don't feel like they've been able to move on since. We have with that healing family issues, which I said there's children involved likely, and the Five of Pentacles. So this person feels like they're on the outside looking in. Like there's especially if you have children or a child, as I said, it's like maybe they feel you're playing happy families without them. Maybe they just feel completely disconnected and distant from you. You're not being welcoming with them anymore. You're not kind of being the way you used to be, or they just don't feel like there's that warmth there anymore. There's that maybe they feel like you don't love them anymore, you abandoned them. But I just get a strong sense of they feel like they're on the outside looking in, when before it used to be them in, you know, in that I think it's supposed to be a church, these tinted nice glass, and it looks warm inside and it looks cozy, and they're just on the outside, unable to move on, or very, very slowly moving on because he's got one leg. And this person's just crumpled in the corner, they're not even trying to move on. But yeah, I feel like they just feel disconnected somehow. So then we've got power. I feel like there's power's in reverse. I feel like they've just lost, they feel they have no control over this situation whatsoever. And I feel like they once felt in charge. They were once, so if this is like a father or mother, it's like once they were the head of household, or once they were this person that, you know, was involved, that called the shots even. They're like quite authoritative, or they could be dealing with a Leo. But yeah, it's just a sense of like they've lost their power. There's, especially with conflict and defeat, it's like they can't do anything, and they're just like fucked. Sorry, excuse my language, but they're just like fucked in their head. Like they don't know how they're going to revive the situation, but they want to release your ex, and death in reverse. So again, not moving on, like can't accept the change, but needing to release you, or release the situation, or release the hurt and pain, whatever it is. Even if it's like a situation where there's a lot of hurt and there's a lot of, you know, things that they resent, they need to let go and move forward. That's what I'm seeing. So you have mental conflict. So I feel like you're constantly on their mind. I feel like they can't escape. It's quite like strong, this reading. Like they can't escape you. They're just thinking about you, thinking about the things that have happened, thinking about what can happen, thinking about, is this the end, thinking about, you know, there's just many thoughts here. That's what I'm just feeling. Like even whatever this is, like trees growing out of his head, what the hell is that? Sorry, it's really dark here. But yeah, there's just so many different thoughts like this, but I think they're just driving themselves crazy, like thinking about you and thinking about the situation. Codependency as well. So there might have been some codependency, or they might have ruined things with you via like through an addiction that they had, or they were just unhealthy, or they could just be attached to you in an unhealthy way. But then again, look, we also have the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So that's what I'm saying is the children card did fall out in the reverse. So that's why I got the feeling of outside looking in. Maybe you're with someone new, or you're just not allowing them to be as close or something. But yeah, I just get a strong feeling of on the outside looking in and wanting to get back in, but having not understanding how they can do that. And you might have just cut this person off, but you know, regardless of the situation, whether you know you're within your rights, you don't have to keep someone around or take someone back just because of how they feel if you're not happy. But with the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is a strong children element, or a child. This also talks about wanting to reconnect. Wanting to reconnect again. So you also have suffering in silence, or they have, sorry, calling in your soulmate, reconciliation, and that's with the Devil. So suffering in silence, I think they're probably not talking to a lot of people about this. They might have just talked to anyone who will listen, to a point where it's just like, okay, like, are you going to move on now? Because, you know, like friends and family might be like, okay, you're always talking about this now, it's just time to kind of let it go. And because no one can give them advice or change the outcome, it's just like they're just probably just suffering in silence. They just probably buried it. But they're wanting to reconcile, they're wanting to come back, they wanted to make things right. And maybe they're trying to do that by, you know, maybe praying, or if they're a believer in like the law of attraction, they're trying to like manifest you guys together, or they're just thinking about it constantly. With the Devil, it's like they're just so trapped in their head, so trapped in their fears, so trapped in this situation, they just can't move on, they can't move forward. They're finding it very difficult to move forward. And as I say, it might not be that. With reconciliation, it does look to me like they want to come back, they want to reconcile this situation, they want to come together again. Or it means that they're going to see you at some point, or you're going to see them, or you're just going to come back to each other somehow, especially if you have children, like I said, or kids or whatever. It might just be that you see each other again, but it's just like this energy of like not being able, just being stuck, not being able to move forward. Just not being able to move forward. For some of you, for some of your love interest, or the person that's interested in you, it's more a thing where there was conflict and defeat in this relationship, and so this could be vice versa, or it could be, you know, whatever, but it could have been, if it was you might have made them feel like, and this is how they feel, I'm not saying that, you know, you've done whatever, but this is just how they would feel. So they could feel very like conflict and defeated, but just because in terms of, it's a relationship that might have been a very significant one that really kind of messed them up, and it's now made them feel very insecure, like they're lacking, there's a loss. It might have severely kind of messed them up. I'll get a lot of insecurity and things like that, and still trying to heal still trying to really heal, especially if, like I said, if you have children, they're trying to like they're trying to do things on their own, and they're feeling like it's a struggle, and they're really like trying to keep it together, but there's a lot going on in their mind, and it would be due to this relationship. So if it's, you know, if it's like coming from another direction, that's what I would say. Like this person has been really beaten down by this relationship, and now they're in a position where they're really trying to keep it together, and they're trying to release these energies of feeling powerless. With the Power Inverse card, they're really trying to just release the energy of feeling powerless. I just feel like this relationship made them feel powerless and insecure, and really like chipped away at their self-esteem and their self-worth, and that's why it's difficult for them to move forward and try and release the ex. There might have been codependency issues as well, where, you know, they've relied on their partner a lot, and now it's put them in mental conflict. Now you're not together, it's like they're kind of not sure how to move on and think for themselves, and kind of they're kind of like lost. They're lost who they are. And suffering in silence, like I said, it's the same thing. They're just with the devil. It's like they're just stuck, and they might be stuck because they keep on having to see you, or you keep on having to see them. That could be, you know, vice versa, either way. But there's like it's like opening old wounds. There's still, you know, you're still having to deal with each other, and that makes it difficult for them to move forward and get to that happy place. They just feel stuck and trapped to their fears and to the things that happened. I feel like it's become a part of them. Whatever the situation in the relationship was, whatever the things that have happened, and the, you know, the regrets and the sadness and the, you know, self-esteem and the self-confidence being taken and the feeling powerless, whatever that has happened in the relationship, it could be that they're just really trying to get back to themselves, but they're a bit lost. They don't know who they are. They don't remember. It could have been a long time that you were in this situation with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It could have been like 7 years. And it's like they're starting again. It's like they're trying to start again. So shadow side, they're just trying to work through issues because they don't feel it's safe to love. They're not there. I don't feel like this person has had a proper relationship since then. They haven't had a proper relationship, and they haven't probably taken any relationship seriously because they just don't trust anyone. They don't feel it's safe. I feel like this person felt taken for granted as well. They felt like they weren't appreciated, and they just feel a lot of fear to embark in something new, on some kind of new relationship is just like their worst nightmare. But I feel like they are trying to sort through the shadow, the fears and things like that. They're just having a difficult time. And to continue with the other story of this person wanting to reconcile and suffering in silence, they also have shadow side. I think you're both kind of, well, mainly your partner, because they have the devil in the shadow, but like it's kind of like a low vibrational energy. They're just in a very dark kind of place, I feel, and they don't trust here with the Four of Cups, and that it is safe to love. They don't feel like they could trust anyone. I think, to be honest, I get a feeling that you both these kind of go with both of you guys in terms of the relationship. It's like you both, it was a significant relationship for both of you, maybe because it was a long time, it was 7 years, or 7's quite strong, but it was just a long time, or because you had children together, or a child together. But whatever this is, this was a relationship, or a karmic relationship, where it was supposed to teach many, many lessons, and you guys are trying to grapple your way back to the top of the mountain, if you like, and find yourselves again before this all happened. Find out who you are and what you liked, and you know how you felt before you had these trust issues and this low self-esteem and this feeling like you lost your power. I get that it could definitely be both ways. It's like you guys maybe are mirroring what happened in that relationship. You guys are mirroring each other. You're both maybe finding it difficult to move forward, but you're both trying really hard. If not, it's just this person stuck between a rock and a hard place because they don't feel there's a chance with you, but on the same token, they can't quite move on either. And like I said, it might be that they can't move on from you, or they can't move on from the situation, and it's causing them grief and problems to go into a new relationship because they're still carrying all the pain and the baggage from the past. But there's a lot of baggage here that needs to be sorted. A lot of baggage. Someone may have just walked away from someone as well, is what I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles. Someone may have just abandoned ship and walked away, and that just made this person have quite a few issues, abandonment issues and things like that. So yeah, let me just have a quick look at an outcome for you guys. I'm going to look for your love interest, the person that this is about, and then for you as well, so an outcome for the both of you and how you'll move forward. World. 3 of Wands and a 1. There's that 7 again. The 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, 7 is very strong and significant. So it's getting 7 years. And there's just a lot of time that's been put into this. See, there you are, the Queen of Pentacles. And then love interest. For some of you, I feel that there's childhood issues, and the situation that happened between the two of you in this relationship stems from childhood issues that haven't been addressed, haven't been resolved. So some of you, I feel like you might need to sort through that. I don't know if it's therapy or addressing or inner child work or something like that, but I do feel like for some of you, especially if you were abandoned in your childhood by either parent or both parents, there's something that you need to go back and revisit and readdress, and it's to do with your childhood, because that's what's kind of caused. It's like a ripple effect. Like you didn't address it, so you went on to this relationship and it resurrected something from your childhood, but it like played out in a different way, but it's the same issue, if that makes sense. It's the same core issue, but it played out in a different way with your partner, but something needs to be addressed. Okay, I love that. The outcome is kind of talking about not being able to walk away. So there's this person could be the mother or father to your child again. No growth, over emotional about the situation, not being able to walk away at the same time, but you've walked away, so you're just kind of like stuck, feeling betrayed, feeling let down over and over and over again, but still kind of reliving it rather than moving forward and taking the swords out of your back and like dusting yourself off and getting up. I know obviously this person's dead because they have swords in their back, but that's, you need to not see yourself as dead. You've still got life in you. You still, can recreate. This is your reality. You don't have to be stuck in this past. You need to start living in the present and the future and letting this go, because it's holding you back, whatever this situation is that's happened with this person. And that's probably why it came up so significantly in this reading, because it's something that you need to address honestly. There needs to be a change in the way you feel about yourself. And remember I said the inner child, this is the Page of Cups, and it's coming up like loving your inner child, nurturing your inner child, treating yourself like your own baby. So there just needs to be like a revisiting and loving and nurturing that inner child again. because this card is here now. There needs to be a moving forward and a moving on, and closing this chapter, closing this cycle, ending the cycle. I don't know if some of you are waiting for this person to come back, waiting for an apology, waiting for whatever, but I just feel that you're going to have to, that's going to have to be something you create yourself, because this person isn't your issue, you're your issue, you're standing in your own way. Six of Pentacles. I don't think you're ever going to be able to get some balance in your life until you kind of address this, whatever it is. I don't want to make this video too long. The outcome with you and this person. The Eight of Wands. There might be communication between you guys, like more communication coming in. Maybe there was a point because there's separation. Maybe there's a point you weren't at the bottom of the deck. Separation was there. Maybe there's a point that you were not speaking to each other, or you weren't seeing each other for whatever reason. Maybe there was a falling out, but there's communication coming in now. But I still believe that, you know, regardless of whatever happens in this situation, it's probably not for you anyway, because it's got the devil and it's got like power in reverse, conflict and defeat, shadow side. It's probably not a healthy relationship. But you know, in order to move forward, you're still gonna have to. It's on you. Forget about this person. This is on you. This is something you have to address, because you'll drag it into every relationship. And if it's vice versa and it's them, it's something they need to address. Because look, you're still holding on. You're not letting anyone in, and you're not letting those feelings out. You're just guarded and holding on, stuck. You're stuck, holding on to the past, hoarding the past. You're not able to just let it go. And it's not allowing things to flow naturally. You're holding on so tightly. There needs to be balance, emotional balance. You need to get, because this card isn't good in this sense. It's like your emotions are everywhere. You're overwhelmed. There needs to be a balance, and I would suggest that, you know, you get some kind of support, some kind of help with this situation, or even if it's like self-help. But I get that something needs to be addressed. That's what coming through strongly. The Tower. Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I get that. For this change, it's going to be a long haul. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. You're probably going to be stressed out. You're probably going to have anxiety. You're going to probably revisit a lot of things. But in order to get this new start, it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of work. It's going to take a complete breakdown of yourself, of the core of you, the structure. You know, your childhood is your structure, is what makes you, is, you know, very significant years of your life, your foundation. And if that's built, you know, a bit rocky, or there's things that need addressing, it's going to feel like the Tower. You're going to be completely transforming. It's going to feel like, you know, just turmoil, complete turmoil, and crazy stress and tears and everything. But I feel like this, in the long run, it's going to bring me this full energy, which is amazing. Like a real new beginning here. Yeah, definitely there's a need to address. There's a need to address. So if you guys could do some research, if this is your partner, then, you know, that's for them. But if you guys could do some research into the things that you can do to help yourself, or to revisit whatever it is that has put you in a place of, first of all, attracting toxic relationships. If you find you attract toxic kind of relationships, then I'm talking to you. If there's things, like I said, that are in your childhood that you need to kind of revisit, then do that. But I think that's kind of going to be the issue here with any relationship that you're in. Because, you know, you need love, and you need some support, and you need something healthy. Because it's not at all saying that, you know, you're a bad person, or, you know, you need to get some help because you've got issues. But it's just literally saying you're going to attract these kind of things because there's something that hasn't been addressed. That's all I mean. Especially if it's like abandonment or something like that, or feeling unworthy in some way, or neglect, something like that, then I would definitely suggest that you help yourself out, give yourself that love that you need, and then move forward and have a much healthier, stronger relationship, just like you deserve. Just like you deserve. Okay, so Virgo, I hope that reading resonated. I know it's quite somber now, it's got a bit somber, but it's good to kind of get that clarity and that understanding and to help yourself move forward. This person, I think that they definitely love you, but it's in their own unhealthy way. So yeah, so guys, take care, and if you would like a reading specific to you and your situation, then click on my website link in the description box below and it will take you there where you can book a reading. And yeah, if you could just remember to like, share, subscribe and comment, I'd love that, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care, guys.